shillings to each parish annually. PDM empowers households by unlocking opportunities for wealth creation.
This program will be maintained. Each year we send 100 million for the parish. If you get the 1 million, you can buy some goats, you can buy some pigs, you can buy even young cows.
Farmers are transitioning from subsistence farming to commercial agriculture, laying the groundwork for wealth creation and improved livelihoods.
This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency. And that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that Massa business in Soroti, and he was talking about how to improve household income.
With the PDM, you bring back the money after 24 months, but in the third year, you would get another 100 million paid back by those who got first.
The President's message is a mindset changer. Becoming rich does not mean you should have a lot of land, you should have a lot of education, you just need a vision and implement and start from where you are.
So therefore, this PDM is to get all of you out of poverty. That's why we said 100 million per parish per year.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance.
Njagala okwebaza olw'enteekateeka eno gavumenti gye yatondawo eyokulaba nga omuntu wa wansi, omuntu omuwejjero wa ghetto afiibwako. Nti nga ghettos eriyo embeera eyaliwo nga si nnungi. Okugezesa ddala mu nteekateeka eno nga tennajja, abaana bangi baakwatibwanga, naye bukya enteekateeka eno ejja, bintu bingi bituukiddwako, naddala mu nteekateeka z'ebyokwerinda, security, wamu n'enkulaakulana. Nga tuyita mu nkola gye bayita eya ghetto structure. Ghetto structure kwe kulonda obukulembeze okuviira ddala ku ghetto esookebwako ku kyalo, ne tubeera ne ba coordinators ku muluka paka eno gye tuli. Omwaka guno yatuwa ssente obukadde 100 wano emikono twabufuna. Era mu nfuna ya ssente zino twagala okwebaza Oweekitiibwa President. Ssente zino ziyambye nnyo abantu ba ghetto. Abantu ba ghetto nakubadde gavumenti ebadde n'emiwaatwa mingi gyeyisaamu ssente zaayo okutuuka ku bantu zibayambye, naye ssente ezo zibadde tezituuka ku bantu ba ghetto. Ssente zino bannaghetto tuzibawadde era bazifunyeemu. Ebiseera ebisinga wali
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. Thank you so much for watching UBC TV. It's time for the agenda, and welcome back from GMU Business with John Murunji. Now, this morning, this cold Wednesday morning, it's December. A couple of you are home, and of course, some are at work, but we are engaging a topic that indeed is part of our society and affects all of us through experience as children, through experience as adults, and it is in regards with family and relationships. Why divorce in Uganda is on the rise. Now, while Uganda is traditionally a country that values marriage, divorce in Uganda has been noted to be a rising case, with statistics showing that divorce petitions at the High Court's Family Division doubled from 215 cases in 2023 to 503 cases in 2024, and as of September 2025, 1,300 cases filed. Now, statistics also show that a vast majority of divorce cases are initiated by women, and the record is so far cited at around 80%. Why divorce is on the rise in Uganda? 0709 602592. It's the WhatsApp number that you should engage and be part of the show. Now, to have this conversation with us is Pastor Cyrus Bird, host of Marital Bliss here on UBC TV. Good morning, Pastor Cyrus.
Good morning, my sister. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. It's a pleasure having you this morning.
I'm also excited. Good seeing you again after a long while.
I know, definitely so.
Yeah.
But let's start with your role in working with couples in
Yes.
line with your ministry. Describe your role and experience thus far.
Actually, I've worked with couples probably before I even got married.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. I was working with couples before I got married, and
Right.
now I've been married 21 years of bliss, and I still work with couples.
Right.
And I've seen it, and realized that actually working with couples is so meaningful, and it brings me joy just seeing people coming together and people celebrating and people building up together and staying together. To me, I feel like that's heaven.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And
That's heaven.
in there, what are some of the experiences you've witnessed? A bit of detail and meat, the bad, the good, the ugly.
Yeah, of course, one of the things I've noticed when it comes to working with couples, especially helping them build bliss in their marriage, is that problem called pride. Pride. You know, scripture says pride comes before a fall.
Fall, yeah.
You know, so a fall never happens by accident. According to God's way, people don't just fall. No. Pride is at the bottom of the fall. Because to be proud is to be able to say, I am independent of God. I can do whatever makes me feel good. I can do whatever I want. If you don't want it, walk away. I am okay where I am. I don't need you. I'm independent. And that's the pride. And that's where people kind of hold on to so strong in pride. And they think pride gives them a sense of identity, but pride doesn't give you identity. It deceives you. That you actually are building an identity by being independent and doing whatever you want. That's what pride does to you. It deceives you, but it does not provide a solution. In the end, the fall must come.
Right.
It's a matter of time. The fall must come. And I've seen it in couples, pride.
And many a times it's a very painful fall. Now, from your observation
Yeah.
and the statistics that I have just shared, we've seen cases rising. 2023, it was 215 cases. 2024 rose up to 503. As of September this year, we are in thousands, 1,300 cases so far.
My goodness.
I know.
Doubling, almost tripling.
Yep. How has the rate of divorce changed over time in Uganda, in your perspective, especially over a decade or so?
Over a decade or so. When you mention something like that, and these rates going up from 200, 500
to
1,000, almost 500, like tripling.
Yep.
And the numbers are rising. I think one of our greatest challenge, more than anything, is the failure to understand what love is. You know, many people get married and they say, I'm in love. But many people actually don't love each other.
How so?
No, they don't.
So what do
Because
we think most of the time when we get married and say we're in love? What do you think is the general perspective at that point that changes?
It's about, I got somebody who's going to make me feel good.
Cover an insecurity.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
You're going to make me feel good. Oh my goodness, I found this girl. She's going to make me feel good. Oh yeah, when I look at her, oh, I feel good. I feel good. Feeling good is not love. That's just a hormonal mess you're going through. Those are just hormones in you. Just being tired You see a beautiful girl and you say, oh my goodness, oh, that girl is hot. I'm going for her. Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, as the hormones are boiling on the inside of you, you go for the girl, she looks at you and she thinks you're cute, and you think she's cute, and then she thinks you make her feel good, and then you think she makes you feel good. Now, the whole thing is just at a hormonal level. It's just the feelings, those chemicals going through your brain, and the next thing you call it, we got a chemistry. But you see, chemistry is not love.
Right.
You understand? Chemistry is chemistry the way you hear it.
So chemistry is just hormones.
Hormones. It's not love.
Okay.
Yeah, chemistry is just hormones, not love at all.
Right.
Love is so different. It's not a feeling.
Okay, tell us what love is.
Love can cause you to feel good, but love is not a feeling. Love is, for example, when we talk about love, many people think, oh, it's a good feeling. I remember when we were still in college, just studying, and you would find a cute girl and you think, wow. And guys would come to you and say, hey, can you tell me, how do you, man, I love that girl. How can I talk to her? How can I do this and this? And the only thing we were thinking of is sex. So you see a cute girl, and what do you say? We didn't even know how to start, but up to today, this is how you come and you say, hi, I got feelings for you. I want you to mark that statement, I got feelings for you. Now,
Right.
I got feelings for you, not I got love for you. And when you say I got feelings for you, you get to a point whereby it's the hormones, it's the chemistry. And that's why you begin building up. The next thing, because it's all about the feelings, and then you're not smart enough to control them, they lead you towards the person, and then when the person says yes, you say, I'm falling in love. You've already messed it up. These are feelings. This is not love. And people don't fall in love. Falling is by accident. You don't fall on purpose. You get me? In other words, I'm seeing a beautiful girl and I'm thinking, I'm falling in love. Ooh, I'm falling in love. The next thing is that as I do that, it's my feelings, it's my hormones. It's not love. And falling, in other words, the falling is that the feelings are still there. And when I get close to you, I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm falling in love. It's the feelings. You hear me? Now, love is a choice.
Okay.
I choose to love you. I don't fall in love. Because when I fall down, I'm going to get up. So if I fall in love, the next thing is I'm going to do what? Get up and get out. And the reality is I never actually fell in love. Most people walk down the aisle, but there is no love. Uganda, probably about almost 80% of Uganda professes to be Christians. That's 80%. Okay? Now, if 80%, that means they claim to follow Christ. 80% of the population. When you go to courts like you have quoted, and you say it's now the rates are tripling, those are not Muslims. No, the Muslims don't need to go to these regular courts. They have their system. Those are not Hindus. They have their system. These are the people that claim to be Christians, that claim to follow Christ, that claim to have the Bible with them.
So actually 1,300 cases over time as of 2025, the majority
September.
are Christians.
As of
September.
2025, the
This year.
majority are Christians.
Right.
And you know where the problem is? We've just become hypocrites. We don't know what love is. You see, when it comes to love, you're talking about Jesus. Jesus is love. How do you fail at Jesus and then you say, I'm following him? This is the hypocrisy. How do you wake up in the morning and you don't know, for example, a man can marry a girl. They say, oh, until death do us part, for better, for worse. All that is just, they're into hormones. They don't even understand the covenant they're walking into. To them, it's about how I can be pleased, not how I can please the other party, but how I can be pleased. And because most people can come to church, they can be born again, but they are not people that know what love is. By the time I walk away from my wife, it's not because she's so ugly or she's so bad. It's because I am too proud, number one. I am very proud. I am full of myself.
Now, statistics show that women are the majority initiators of divorce. 80% of women are cited to have been the initiators of these divorce cases. Where do you think that comes from? Is it still from a place of pride?
Absolutely. You see, you can never eliminate pride.
Right.
Women are initiators of divorce, 80%. You have to ask yourself, why are they initiating this? To them, everything becomes meaningless. Everything becomes meaningless. I'll tell you what men do. You come in, you meet a beautiful girl. The next thing, you say, I'm marrying you. The way I see some of the losers walk around and they go down on their knee, will you marry me? Down on their knee. I mean, you don't beg to marry a girl. You ask. Or you come and declare, you say, look over here, I'm going to marry you and I'm going to be your man. I'm going to protect you. I'll be your knight in shining armor. I'll be there for you. You talk about what you're going to do for her.
Lay your manifesto.
You lay out your manifesto, and it's got to be love as primary. But most men do not know what love is. They're empty. They're moved by feelings. Even after claiming they're Christians, they don't know what love is. They have no clue. So when they say, I love you, what they mean is, I want to use you because you make me feel good. I want to use you. Not that I love you. I love you literally means I want to spend myself to seeking what is best for you. Lust is the opposite of love. And lust says, I want to spend you to please me. And this is where we are. So now when a man comes and tells a woman, I love you, right, the woman says, okay, so what's next? Now look, the man is supposed to lead. The man is supposed to guide. The man is supposed to show you direction, okay, if he really loves you, and that's how it should be. When he fails to provide proper leadership, women get frustrated. He shows up. He doesn't know where you're going to be tomorrow. He has no plan. He's only thinking about sex, because to him, you've been told that as long as you give a man sex, everything will be okay. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. That's demonic teaching. That's literally justifying men's lust and using women to try to feed the lust of men. By getting researchers telling you, just give the man sex, he will be okay in marriage. No, that's not the answer. Love is the answer. Many people are undermining and underrating love. That's why they are where they are. Love is the answer. Now look, when a man loves a woman, there are things that a man is supposed to do. Providing leadership. But if I'm going to love you, this is what I'm supposed to do. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5, from verse 22 downwards, 25 there, and it says, husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church. And he gave himself up for her. That's number one. I do not seek my own good. I seek what is best for you. That means giving myself up. Okay? I may want to do this, but I say, no, for the sake of her, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to seek what is best for her in the Lord. Now look at this. When that happens, when I am able to give that out, you hear me? When I'm able to give that out and share it, and I say, I'm seeking what is best for you, the next thing is, if I find anything that is not pleasing, that is not proper in the Lord, I'm supposed to wash you.
Okay.
The Bible says, and he washed her, cleansed her. Men are supposed to make you clean. Now, most, because they don't know what love is, they're looking for love. When they're walking into a relationship, they say, I want to marry somebody who can love me. Now that is so embarrassing for a man. That is not manhood. I'm looking for a girl who can love me. No, you're a boy. You're a boy.
You're looking for a mom.
You're looking for your mama. You're looking for a mom. That's why many guys cannot let go of their mothers. When they marry a woman, they want to turn her into a mother. Because they're so empty, they don't know what love is. They're full of fear. They don't know what commitment is. But I'm supposed to wash you. I'm supposed to tell you, hey, look over here. You don't do this. You don't do this. You don't do this. Let's walk like this. I'm not just imposing things on you, but I'm showing you what the word says, and then I'm able to direct you towards that. I cannot love you if I do not know how much God loves me. So for me to be a man, I must connect with him first. How many men today connect with God?
And just to pause it right there, well, if you're just joining in, we're looking at family and relationships and why divorce in Uganda is on the rise. We're having this conversation with Pastor Cyrus Bird, whom many of you have watched here on UBC TV, do a program called Marital Bliss, where he engages many topics in regards to marriage, from the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now you can be part of the show. Ask your question or share your opinion. 0709 602 592. There, when you say that, I would ask leadership and rulership. Ruling. For most men, leading is ruling.
No.
Treating you like a slave, treating you like a kid, you know, even in manner of speech, as opposed to you being a partner where there's a vision that the both of you
That's a coward.
Are targeting.
That's a coward. I'll tell you something. If I'm here to rule a woman, that's because I'm afraid of what you can become. I know you can be so powerful. But if you're powerful, I think I am not powerful. You see, that's the mentality of a boy. If I'm powerful, I think you're not powerful. So the only way I feel I'm a man if I can rule over you. That's why most guys, you'll hear them saying, well, I can't marry that girl. Ooh, she's a lover TV. Man, she's so powerful. I need a woman I can control. And they speak it openly. And your women come in and say, yeah, you can control me. No, but the reality is this, because there's something I wanted to bring out before you bring that.
Yes,
when I said that men are supposed to wash and clean and take, okay? Before I say I do, I'm supposed to wash you, clean you, show you what love is. Before I touch a woman, I'm supposed to prepare her, show her what love is. Not show her how strong my body is. No, show her what love is. That is my responsibility. If I don't do that, if I see any fault in you, do you know what I'll do? Oh, she ain't good enough for me. She ain't good. I need a woman who does this for me, does this for me, does this, does this, does this. No, that woman ain't anywhere. That's your responsibility to make her. You're supposed to make her.
You remind me of my father. Right at the point I was getting married, he asked me, is he adding value to you?
Thank you. We are supposed to add value to you by building you up so we see you as holy and pure, okay? As long, and we get to a place whereby both of us are now vulnerable to each other before we say I do. If we do not clean her, we shall try to do the cleaning after we are married. Now that is hard. Trying to clean after you're married. It's going to cost you. It's possible, but it's going to cost you a lot. That's why when some try to do the cleaning, the next thing, they divorce.
All right.
Because you don't skip the steps. First things first. Wash her, cleanse her, then take her. What are we doing? Get her, take her. Then you discover that she's got flaws. Then you're like, oh, I can't stand it. The reason you took her before washing her is because you never loved her.
So many men tend to have this conversation of we want a woman that respects us, or she disrespects me. That's why I do ABC, because she's disrespecting.
Now that's ridiculous.
What exactly do they mean? Because many a times the definition of disrespect is also very blurry. For them, disrespect is control.
And I think I would also like to identify such people as boys stuck in men's bodies. They're not men. Boys stuck in men's bodies. All they're looking for, their number one characteristic is self-centeredness. They're thinking about themselves, me, myself, and I. So when these boys say, oh, you're disrespecting me, so that's why I disrespect you. I mean, listen to yourself, how stupid this sounds. A man in love is not provoked by your disrespect, so he acts evil. When you disrespect me, I love you so much that I get to understand something is going on. Let me come down to where she is. And I'm able to say, so honey, can you talk to me? I know you, oh, you're a nut. I say, I still love you. No, you're nothing. You're the best woman I've ever found, and I'm never going to change my mind about you. How long can you sustain your disrespect of me?
0.
Guys, I want you to understand this. The reason I am not acting negatively is because I have love.
You know who you are.
I know who I am. So when I see my wife disrespecting me, I don't fight back. Now, this is what people say. Just respect a man, respect a man. You're trying to give respect to somebody who doesn't even understand what respect is.
Who doesn't know how to earn it.
Forget about even the earning. They just don't understand what it is. They demand for what they don't understand.
Right.
And respect, it's disrespectful to demand respect.
Oh, interesting. It's disrespectful.
Disrespectful to demand respect.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Right.
It's disrespectful. You look at your wife and say, I demand respect. No, love her and she'll respect you.
And I think it's just inherent of women, like it's just inherent to submit to love. An environment.
You see, you're designed to respond.
Right.
We are designed to initiate, to lead, show you the way, and you respond. You have so much power in you. You hear me? That you're just waiting to respond. If there is nothing to respond to, that's why you become number one initiating divorce.
So to this statistic of 80% women being the ones that are initiating, I understand that this 80%, it's because many of the women are in this space where they are emotionally abused, physically abused, domestic violence. They are pushed to a corner where there is no love. Or for some, well, it might be a financial material gain, you know. For some, it's very calculated, but that's
I
a less
want to look at what you
statistic.
mentioned before.
Yes. So what do they do? Do they go ahead and initiate? Are they justified? Where is the pride? What do they do to make sure that they don't end up with divorce?
You see, one of the things I got to bring out is when there's no love, our hearts harden.
True, true.
And when my heart is hard, I can't be tender with you. You get me? I don't know how to love you. I don't know how to empathize.
Right.
I don't know how to step in your shoes. I don't know how to be there for you. And usually the women will just run because they're left with nothing else. They're left with nothing else. And many don't realize, even in our cultures today, we no longer, you see, if you can have mentors, okay, fathers that can speak to you, the problem is today, our churches, the bishops are falling apart. The pastors are falling apart. Now the flock don't know where to go. Pastors are divorcing. Bishops are divorcing. Now how do you go to a pastor who's divorced to try to help you? He knows one way, rebellion against God. That's what he knows.
Right.
Do things your way. And now when you see a woman who's been hard, who's gone through all this, one thing I got to tell everybody watching us is learn what love is. I can love myself so strong that you, even if you don't know what love is, you're going to collapse on your own. You're going to walk out on me because it's too much for you. It's too much for you. I mean, I do good to you until you're like, oh, well, it did me bad. That's why I do bad. No, your behavior does not dictate how I love you.
How you respond, yes.
No, you can slap me in the face and I say, you're still my baby. I mean, are you going to slap me again? No, you see, this is something we're missing out. We don't know what love is, L-O-V-E. This is what we do. We're just we're walking in lust and we're calling it love.
Right.
We are hating one another and we're calling it love. We're having sex and we're calling it love. But you see, sex can never bring love, but love will lead to sex. But sex can never bring love.
Profound. Good morning, UBC. I am Monialo Godfrey from Mbale City. One of the causes of divorce rise in most families and relationships in Uganda today is a lack of respect between partners and financial challenges for basic needs in families. Thank you for the show.
Let me say this.
Yeah, yes, please.
You see, you can say a lack of respect. That's one. You get it?
Yes.
It's why is it that there's a lack of respect? So you don't respect me, I'm divorcing. No, it's because you're proud. You don't know what love is. Pride, the Bible says, by pride cometh contention. Divorce is contention. You hear that? When the disciples came, the teachers of the law came to Jesus say, we can divorce for any reason. He told them, nah. And they said, how comes Moses gave us the power to divorce? He said, Moses permitted you because of your hard hearts. Now, a hard heart is what brings in the disrespect. A hard heart is what focuses on finances, materials, instead of the person. A hard heart does not love itself, so it cannot love you.
Others, yeah.
That's a hard heart. And that is where the hard heart is the pride, because you are not submitting to what God is telling you. God is saying, be kind. You say, I don't feel kindness. Well, kindness is not a feeling. Kindness is love. It's an act. Patience is not a feeling. It's an act. It's what you do, not what you feel. Being gentle is what you do, not what you feel. Being patient is what you do, not what you feel. But the more I don't love me, I'm going to mistreat you. I'm going to tear you apart. Not because you're so evil, not because you've acted negatively, but because I don't love me, so I don't know how to love you.
You know, you say that, and one of the things I'm realizing is the fact that marriage is supposed to be more about us, to expose us, for God to do that work in us about more than the other person. So in other words, it teaches you to be patient, not to lose your patience over the other person.
I remember when I just got married.
Right.
I taught my wife so well. And then I thought, I didn't know that God was actually dealing with me. When you're washing your wife, you are also being changed.
Yes, yes.
This is one thing men don't know. That's why they end up saying, women, if you just respect me, if you just me, that is not love. That is childish.
Right, let's get into some of the comments. Good morning, UBC, Netherlands, Brooklyn, Leo Brazen. Most women get in marriage just for testing or financial issues, not real intent of building and starting up families. You spend a couple divorces. You spend a lot and a couple divorces after 3 months in marriage. So what's that?
No. Let me tell you something. You see, boys, let me tell you who a man is, okay? Without mentioning finances and everything, let me tell you who a real man is according to his maker, God.
Okay.
1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I thought like a child, I spoke like a child, I acted like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. I put childish ways aside. Now, this 1 Corinthians 13 is a chapter of love.
Right.
And Paul is talking about manhood. He says, when I became a man, it's a chapter of love. He's talking about love. What's the number one? How do you define a child? The number one characteristic is self-centeredness. So I did everything seeking what's in it for me. You hear me? When I became a man, that means when I grew in love.
Right.
When I became a man, real men demonstrate love. Real men demonstrate love. Children demonstrate selfishness. So if a man is not demonstrating love that costs him everything, he's still a boy. He's still a baby. He's still a little boy. He's looking for his mama. So when you come about and you say, well, I spent a lot of money and then 3 months my wedding was over. You see, you are making a wedding, but you don't know what love is. You don't know what marriage is. A wedding and marriage are 2 different things.
Right.
You spend in marriage, but you can't spend yourself. You spend on a wedding, but you can't spend yourself to have marriage. On a wedding, you will spend money. In marriage, you spend you. You see the difference? On a wedding, you spend money. In marriage, you spend you.
Yep.
And the reason the divorce comes in is because you want to spend money without spending you. In marriage, you will spend you. It becomes easy to spend money. When I don't spend me, it becomes hard to spend on you. But if I have spent me, I'm telling you, even if it's $100 million, I'm going to give them over to you.
Right. Time is such an enemy. Time is such an enemy. But it feels like, from thus far, the conversation that we've had, it feels like the solution of marriage is centered around a man. Now, in this society where there's a lot of women empowerment, feminism, a lot of extremes, and men feel left out and tortured by all the narratives of society, many men might still come at you and say that this sounds selfish. What is the role of a woman? So what solutions do you emphasize in this case?
Okay, number one, when you're a child, you always think about, what about me?
Right.
You get me? You see, I remember when we were growing up, Mama would say, hey, you go sweep over there. And the next thing you say, what about him?
I know, right?
You know?
Yeah.
And that's childish. So when you hear any male saying, well, what about the woman? No, dude, this is you. Let me teach you who a man is. You're the leader. Correct?
And an institution rises and falls on a leader.
Thank you. It rises and falls based on a leader. Now look at this. When Adam, you remember, let's go back to the Garden of Eden. Who plucked the fruit?
Eve.
And she ate.
Right. And she gave Adam.
When she ate, what happened to her?
Nothing.
Dude, now let me teach you. When she ate, nothing happened to her. When she ate, she didn't fall. But when she gave the husband, because the husband is the foundation, the husband is the head, the husband is the lead. When the husband fell, she fell. After the husband eating, she fell. So this whole thing of feminism and all these are women trying to react towards our selfishness. I'll say it again. You see, and you say, oh, men are going to come at you, they're going to hate you. Now, let me tell you, dude, do I look like somebody looking for love? Or looking for men to love me? No, I don't. Okay? I'm trying to help men be men. This whole cry of trying to, you guys are helping them play the victim. Oh, we are being left out. Nobody cares for us. Let me tell you something. The women are simply reacting based on our selfishness. We treat you like you're nothing. We think we are not equals. But God says in Genesis 1:26-27, and God created man in his own image. In his own image created them, male and female, equal. And he gave them dominion. They're equal. But what do? I look at you and I'm thinking, no, you're under, I'm above. And what do? You begin pushing back. Your reaction, feminism, it's not the best, it's evil too, but you're reacting out of your own frustration. Then you begin, let's empower the women. Women are already empowered. They just don't know how to be an empowered woman. Because God never changes. He gave you the authority. He gave man the authority. Me being the leader doesn't mean that I'm a leader, so I'm a boss. Head in the Bible doesn't mean boss. Head in the Bible means source. Head in the Bible means the origin. Head in the Bible means the one that feeds. You hear me? Not the boss. So I am the head from under. I sustain you. I feed you. I take care of you. I'm supposed to ensure that your hair is done, your clothes are good, your earrings, your necklace, your jewelry, everything. That is my responsibility. I'm supposed to grow you. That's headship. Okay? Now, many men say, oh, this woman is not like this. I need a good woman. But I'll tell you something.
Some say you're working, so sort yourself. What do you provide? What do you bring to the table?
Men who say you are working, what do you bring to the table? Those are boys. Those are not men. Right. Those are boys. And if you want to walk away from boyhood to manhood, you got to stop selfishness.
Right.
Okay? So if somebody says, oh, you work, why don't you bring it to... No, you're just being ridiculous. You're the head. You're the source. Let me tell you something. If you spend on your woman, she will hide nothing from you. But if you sit back and say, what are you bringing to the table? Real men don't ask what a woman is bringing to the table. Real men bring the table and bring the woman and they serve her. They don't ask, what do you bring to the table? That's boys. Boys, keep away from marriage. You keep embarrassing us. Keep away from marriage. You hear me, boys? Keep away from marriage. Go back to mama.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And that is the parting shot, because Ruben has to come through with the sports update here on JMU on UBC TV. We've been looking at why divorce is on the rise, and it looks like the solution here is for boys to become men. If you want to still be a boy, it looks like you have to go back to your mother until you become a man, and then go get yourself a wife, so that marriage is sustained according to God's plan and purpose and intention at that. Definitely looking forward to having Pastor Cyrus Road back here on Good Morning Uganda. For now, have a good day and be blessed.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped.